Hi, this is Jack. Again, personality. Your personality, I don't know if you've heard Venus explain it as well before, is a derivative of your subconscious mind, of transferences from your mother and your father. So, when you're born interdimensionally with the mind consciousness system. So your mind consciousness system with your human physical body and you within, that's now before this 2 years, before 2 years ago this occurred, the human physical body in the mother's womb as the baby, the mind consciousness systems, and of course you develop together as one. So you were developed within conscious, subconscious and unconscious mind. Now, during that period, the mother matrix system and the father matrix system got downloaded into you within the subconscious mind. So in your mind you had 3 layers. You had the conscious, subconscious and unconscious mind. Now the unconscious mind and the subconscious mind was plugged in here at the back of your head, within which all the unconscious mind downloaded information, which is all of this world, the unified consciousness field, so that you're locked into this entire consciousness system of the world, is your unconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is in where your mother matrix system and your father matrix system is plugged in. And all of your mother and your father's information of who they are within the system as a mind consciousness system is downloaded within your subconscious mind. So your conscious mind is still kind of like submissive at this moment. First, the downloaded information is placed within the subconscious mind layer and the unconscious mind layer of your human physical body interdimensionally as the mind consciousness system. So then when you're born and you're kind of walking in this world, you start using the downloaded information from your mother and your father within your subconscious mind. You use it to kind of start developing your own personality, okay? Now this is done through thinking, through observing your parents, through observing the pictures, and from the interaction you start seeing and noticing in your world, from the words your parents speak, etc. Everything you use to kind of develop your conscious mind. From your conscious mind is kind of where your personality starts developing. And then it also manifests within yourself. Once you've kind of started developing your own personality, it starts manifesting as you within your subconscious mind. In other words, children are copies from their parents, direct copies. You know the saying, the passing on from generation to generation, the sins of the fathers, etc. That's how it's done. So therefore, while there's so much conflict, usually, between children and their parents, because the parents are seeing the reflection of them. Exactly. That's why there's conflict. The children are actually showing the parents who they are. The children are showing the parents who the parents are. So, personality. Your personality consists of the words, experiences, and memories of your parents and the parents before them, and going back multiple generations because of the passing on of the sins of the fathers. So what is this information download that occurs in the subconscious mind? It is memories of your mother and your father, past and their mother and father before them, and then the list goes on. Past experiences, it's like memories, but these memories are like picture captured moments, okay, that kind of move, because these moments are certain events that took place within your parents' life that started defining them as who they are within the system, within the systematic reality as a mind consciousness system. You know, moments of conflict, moments of joy, moments of love, but that are of consciousness experiences and that have been downloaded as memories, as information within your subconscious mind, so that you're able to use that to start defining who you are. How does personality work? Personality is your behavior. The way you speak, the way you interact, the way you participate, the way you react, what your relationships will become. Usually, daughters marry their fathers and sons marry their mothers. It's fascinating. I know you probably won't see it now, but in terms of if you start getting to know us more, you know, in the dimensions, we're able to actually show you out the points. So, you know, parents transfer everything of them into their children, and the children just continue living the parents' life. And so the list continues in the sense of the fathers continues. So, personality, human beings, you are the exact copies and duplicates of your parents. You may have a different and unique personality, but it's not. That different and unique personality really comes from the way you've kind of constructed your subconscious mind in terms of how you'll speak, how you participate, and how you react. But if you look at the complete essence of who you are, you're actually exactly the same as your parents. Exactly the same as your parents were. So why do parents and children have conflict? Because the parents see that their children are becoming them. And that scares the living shit out of them. Because how many parents in this world say, I will never have my children live my life and have my life? Parents have said that. Are your children not today living the exact same thing you never wanted them to become? Why is that? Because of the subconscious mind transference. That your children have become exactly as you. And parents won't say that to their children, of course, because children won't understand. But I see it everywhere. It's so interesting how many parents say that. My children will never live a life that I have, or my children will never become me, or even the children, haven't you ever said, I'll never become my mother, or I'll never become my father? And what happens? You become your mother and you become your father. So be careful of the word never. So that's personality. Personality is derived from subconscious mind transfers of information as memory experiences from your mother and your father that you used to define yourself as, and you know, maybe constructed the information differently to seem that you have a different and unique personality, but you don't. You have the exact copy of your parents. Thank you. This is Jack.